Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
May I know what is your name?
My name is SUNARSIH, ma'am.
Can I know what is your language spoken?
I can speak English, Mandarin, and Bahasa Indonesia, ma'am.
Where do you come from?
I come from Indonesia, Central Java, ma'am.
What is your religion?
My religion is Muslim, ma'am.
Are you married or single?
I am single, ma'am.
How many sister and brother do you have in your family?
I know, sister. I have 3 brothers, ma'am, and I am number 1 in my family.
What is your last education?
My last education is senior high school, ma'am.
Okay, what is your height and weight?
My height is 150 cm and my weight is 45 kg, ma'am.
Can you speak Cantonese?
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot, but I'm willing to learn.
Okay, do you have any overseas working experience?
Yes, ma'am, I ever worked in Singapore for 7 years.
How many employers have you been working with?
I working 7 years in Singapore, ma'am.
How many employers have you been working
I have
with?
1 employer only, ma'am.
What is the name of your employer and how long have you been working with them?
Madam Abdulli, ma'am, and I worked with her for 7 years.
Since when you start working with them?
Since 2002 until 2009, ma'am.
What is the rate of your first employer?
My employer is Chinese Singaporean, ma'am.
What type of house is your employer putting up at?
My house employer is in a house, ma'am.
Why do you like to go to Hong Kong?
I wish to earn more money and I want to get more experience from Hong Kong, ma'am.
How many children do your current employer have?
2 children, ma'am. 1 7 years and 1 4 years.
How many members do you serve in your current employer's family?
6 members, ma'am. They are my mom, myself, grandmother, grandfather, and 2 children.
Can you please tell me what are your daily duties in your employer house?
First time morning I wake up, I boil hot water, then I sweep the floor, mop the floor, make the children wake up, then take bath for children, then send children to school. When I return home, I do my work. I wash the clothes, I cook, then I take children from school.
How many meals do you cook a day?
3 meals, ma'am.
What time do you wake up in your employer house?
Usually I wake up at 5:30, ma'am.
What time do you usually finish your work in your employer house?
Usually I finish at 10:30, ma'am.
Okay, do you need to do marketing?
Yes, ma'am, I need.
Do you need to send children to school?
Yes, ma'am, I need.
How much is your salary in your current employer house?
$400 Singapore, ma'am.
Okay, do you have any off day during your current employment?
Yes, ma'am, 1 month a time.
Are you prepared to give up some of your off day if your employer is willing to permit it?
Yes, ma'am, I'm willing.
Do you mind if your off day is not on Sunday?
Yes, ma'am, I mind.
What is the reason for leaving your employment?
Because I finished my contract, ma'am.
Are you willing to look after elderly or disabled person?
Yes, ma'am, I'm willing.
Do you know how to cook Chinese food? If yes, what dishes can you cook?
Yes, ma'am, I know there are fried rice, chicken curry, and vegetables.
Are you willing to take care of dogs?
Yes, ma'am, I'm willing.
Are you afraid of dogs?
No, ma'am, I'm not afraid.
Can you operate all kinds of electrical appliances?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Can you eat pork?
No, ma'am, I cannot eat pork, but I can handle pork.
Do you have any relative or friend in Hong Kong?
No, ma'am.
Do you know that you cannot invite strangers or friends in your employer house without permission?
Yes, ma'am, I know.
Do you have anything to say to your future employer?
Yes, ma'am, I promise with my employer to be committed, obedient, hardworking, honest, and I not steal money, and I will finish my 2 years contract with you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. See you in Hong Kong. Bye-bye.